Welcome to the Gift of Knowing. My name is OMENA, and I am your host. I am a natural-born clairvoyant, a spiritual medium, and a soul historian. A clairvoyant is someone who can see things clearly, can see the problems and the solutions. A spiritual medium is someone who can talk to your loved ones who has passed over, and your enemies if you wish to. And the soul historian can answer questions that you may have about your soul, the history of your soul, and anything else you might need to know. So welcome to our show.
My mother, Rita.
Yeah. God bless her.
Yeah, yeah.
What about her?
Just wondering if she...
Is she on the other side?
She is.
Ah.
She is. 9 years ago yesterday, actually.
Okay. You want me to bring her in?
If she wants to come.
Well, we'll see if she wants to come.
See if she wants to poke her head in. She's awful nosy. She might want to.
Well, oftentimes you have to learn not to do that when they're on the other side because everything is free will.
Yeah. Just want to make sure she's doing okay and know that we miss her.
Well, she just popped in and said stop missing her because she's around all the time. She was a little bossy.
She was very bossy.
Yeah.
Very bossy.
I was being generous.
Yeah, yeah. I'm quite sure that's not what she said, but yeah.
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 She said she's fine.
Okay.
They keep her very busy because she had a problem with focusing.
Yes.
Following through and focusing with some things. So she's learning to do that. She's learning discipline.
Really?
Yes. She's learning to control, even though they don't have emotions there, but they have the energy of it.
Yeah.
And in order to improve themselves, they have to look at what it is they want to correct.
Okay.
So what she's doing is correcting behaviors that she realizes was misuse of energy on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she said she's enjoying it, and her mother's on that side with her too.
Yep.
She runs. What's her name?
My grandmother's name was Lucy.
She sees her on and off. They have stuff to work out between them.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
they do.
So,
Yep.
so
Yep.
Rita only does it when she wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not going to give control to Lucy.
Well, her mother-in-law's name was also Lucy.
No, it's her mother.
That's her mother. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She doesn't want to talk about her mother-in-law.
Oh, I'm quite sure she didn't.
No, she doesn't.
No.
So, but she's working away. There's no time on the other side.
Really?
She's very happy to talk to you, though.
Well, let's ask about Sandy then, my father. He passed almost 21 years ago-ish.
Wow.
20 years ago. If Kayla's 20 and she was 6 months when he passed, so about 20 years ago.
What was his full name?
His name was Morris, was his real name. My last name was Sanders. So he went by Sandy.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's here. Quiet man.
Quiet, did you say?
Yeah. Yeah, quiet man.
Yeah.
Gentle soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Oh, yeah. He says hello. He was lovable. Mm-hmm. He said he's fine. He's out in the farm, doing farming. He loves working with whatever way they work it on the other side because he loves nature.
Yes.
So that's where he's out in nature. He's doing what he loves to do, and he likes to be left alone, and they're leaving him alone.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Is he seeing my mother at all? It's okay to say no. It's okay.
He's just laughing.
Yeah, sure he is.
He says he's done with that.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. He's paid his dues, whatever contract that they have. He's done with, and he just laughs.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not. I mean, it's in a loving way. It's just.
Oh, yeah.
I just think it's funny the way he laughs.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Not
well,
surprised.
well, you know more than I do, so
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
You know, he's just quite happy in his own world. Leaving him alone, he says, because he's doing the inner work, and he's growing, and he doesn't know if he'll come back or not.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because everything is free will choice, and sometimes if they have a purpose, they might they might grant him that permission to come back, because they're not allowing souls to come in and out like they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom is in the back, and she mentioned something about like asking about her dad. His name is Ramon, who passed a couple years ago.
Okay.
And to see if we can bring him in.
Sure. Ramon is kind of a quiet guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't really want to get involved in anything. Almost would like to avoid everything.
Yeah.
So he's asking me, what do I want? Okay, Ramon. Your daughter is asking about, and your granddaughter. Oh, that softens them. A little suspicious of me. Okay. He says he survived. I don't know what that means to you. Well, it doesn't mean anything to me, of course, but it must mean something to you and your mother.
Yeah. He had a heart condition before he passed, and he didn't want to get the surgery for it, so.
Ah, good for him.
So he kind of just
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he said he survived. He didn't think, actually, he didn't think he was going to survive. He thought that was the end. He was surprised when, I think his father met him.
Oh, wow.
What was his father's name?
I can't remember.
Okay. Well, he helped him over, and he was surprised. Ramon thought that once he died, that was the end of him. So he was surprised to find out, oh, it's another whole life out of here, you know, free of pain, free of any condition. So he was very happy to pass over. He wasn't afraid of it.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good, because with everything that had happened before when he was alive, it was kind of, I was hoping that it wasn't hard for him to go.
No. He wanted to go, because otherwise he would have had the surgery. He wanted to go. He was done. He was tired.
Yeah.
It's almost like the earth vibration was too much for him. So, yeah, he said he's doing his own thing.
Doing his own thing.
I have no idea what that is. I can ask him, Ramon, what's your own thing? He wasn't a barber or anything, was he?
No.
What did he do?
I don't really remember what he did. But
Well, it doesn't matter, but he's doing cutting stuff. I don't know what exactly. That's why I asked you the barber, but no, he's happy. He's content.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. He doesn't talk much.
Yeah, he was very quiet.
Yeah.
Kept to himself.
He still is.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the history of what my birth father did for a living. I mean, he was, let me think, about 71 when I was born. Yeah, I know.
Your birth father, what does that mean? Your biological father?
Biological
Or
father.
your
yes.
father? He was your father though, right?
He's definitely my father. But
You knew him?
I knew him, but he died when I was 14.
Oh, okay.
But he was old. He was a foot doctor. Back in those days, it was called chiropodist.
Right.
Then it became podiatrist, but I don't know anything about his past.
What was his name?
Anthony
Well, why don't
Vito Carbone.
Okay. Good Italian name.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it related to Carbones down in the South End?
No,
Okay.
no, no. I have no relatives in this state.
Actually, Anthony's not here, but one of his guides is here. His past life and this lifetime, it wasn't very, he was just an ordinary man.
Okay.
He was a quiet man. He was a nice man.
He was smart. He was very smart.
Yeah, but he was a nice man. He did not really get into people's business. He did his service. His service was at the feet of people. It's
Yeah.
funny. I think that had to be around. He had to learn the lesson of humility, and that's definitely one way of doing that.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Good to know. I'd like to know the history of what my birth father did for a living. I mean, he was, let me think, about 71 when I was born. Yeah, I know.
Your birth father, what does that mean? Your biological father?
Biological
Or
father.
your
Yes.
father? He was your father, though, right?
He's definitely my father. But
You knew him?
I knew him, but he died when I was 14.
Oh,
But
okay.
he was old. He was a foot doctor. Back in those days, it was called chiropodist.
Right.
Then it became podiatrist. But I don't know anything about his past.
What was his name?
Anthony
Well, why don't I-
Vito Carbone.
Okay. Good Italian name.
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
related to Carbones down in the South End?
No,
Okay.
no. I have no relatives in this state.
Actually, Anthony's not here, but one of his guides is here.
Huh.
His past life and this lifetime, it wasn't very. He was just an ordinary man.
Okay.
He was a quiet man. He was a nice man.
He was smart. He was very smart.
Yeah, but he was a nice man. He did not really get into people's business. He did his service. His service was at the feet of people. It's
Yeah.
funny. I think that had to be around. He had to learn the lesson of humility, and that's definitely one way of doing that.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Good to know.
So lately I've been trying to talk to my father. He passed
Mm-hmm.
8 years ago. His name was Clement. I used to feel him around me much more than I do now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been told that I need to ask my guides to help me remember if he comes to me in a dream,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't seem to connect with him lately.
Well, I'm sure it's not because it depends on why you need to connect to him, what it is that you're looking for. That would change. I mean, I can ask him to come in, and you can ask him questions if he's willing to come in.
I don't really have questions for him. I just like to hear from him.
Well, there's the problem.
Okay. I guess he's, yeah.
Well, you have to remember they're on their own journey on the other
Right.
side, and they're not going to come because we have a whim.
I know.
Okay, because we're taking them away from their life, and we're taking them away from whatever they're doing. And if it's serious, then they will definitely come and
Be there.
and be exactly. So it's a matter of, again, and that's something for you to think about, what your investment in having, in wanting to have them to come to you. Can I go on with this?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would tell me that you're lacking something in your life that you think Dad can give you.
Yep.
Now you got it.
You're right.
And I won't go any further than that.
Okay.
You have a need.
Okay. You're right. You are right. Without me wanting to ask it.
I'm just giving you the
yes.
explanation. You can ask me in private someday, if you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But right now, I think just for the sake of educating people, that might be the whole reason why you can't connect with him.
Right.
Because you're supposed to solve it for yourself.
Okay.
Once you get that done, you won't have any problem connecting.
Okay. Okay.
Amazing how it works, isn't it?
Look at that.
Look at that. I know.
Look at that.
It always amazes me.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.